For some people, their imagination is king. They pick up a pen and great story is born. In fact, the story is so realistic that you find it hard to believe that it's actually fictional. Others are so good with words that they make complicated topics very understandable. If this is you, then this video is for you. Now, by no means is this a get-rich-quick plan or framework. Of course, some people have made it in 3 months or less, but every great business idea requires that you work on it for at least 1 to 2 years for you to start seeing substantial income or revenue come from it. So all we ask of you is passionate commitment. We have 4 businesses here. We have not only researched extensively on these businesses, we have tried some of them, so we know it's doable. We know you can do it. Watch the video to the end of it. Choose the one that most connects to you and apply yourself to it. So therefore, the format for this video is going to be what the business idea is, an explanation of it, the platforms that can launch you into this business, or the marketplaces that want people with this kind of talent, and also the average revenue per annum for a person who has been in this business for 1 year to 2 years. My name is Paschal. This is Top 10 Businesses, and you are on the front row seat. Let's go! Welcome back. At Top 10 Businesses, all we do here is business development. We have over 15 years experience in business development. We not only extensively research the business ideas and concepts we bring to you, we actually go out in the field to interview people who are in the business where possible. So, if this is kind of content you like watching, you may consider subscribing to this channel because we bring you 1 new video at least once every week. You should also consider giving a like to this video. It helps to improve visibility so that more people like you that may have interest in this video will get to see it. Right now, all you need to do is to keep an open mind and watch this video from the beginning to the end. Connect to any of the 4 businesses that we're going to present to you and apply yourself to it. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you little tips that most business owners overlook that you can apply on yourself and your business, and you will see the great improvement that you will make in the business. Number 1 is freelance writing. Freelance writing refers to writing for somebody on contract basis. Nonetheless, it requires time for you to build your portfolio. A lot of people can write, but who can write the job better? Because it's a talent that any person who can speak good language or good English can come out and say, yes, I can write. So you need time to build your portfolio. Now, to that effect, there are platforms that are out there that all you need to do is just register, post a sample of your work, and indicate how much you likely charge for doing, say, a 1,500 word blog post, and people will hire you. Even though they're going to pay you peanuts, but they are probably testing the ground. And with time, you build your portfolio and recommendations, and people will now see that, oh, based on recommendations of other people, 500 people have worked with this person, and therefore he or she should be able to carry out this job. So platforms like Freelancer, Fiverr, Upwork, LinkedIn can actually provide you that platform so that you will get to people that need your skills, and you will now build your portfolio from it. Now, how much do freelancers actually earn writing for other people? Now, we did our research, and Peak Freelancer have already done something extensive on it and have a compilation. And this simple pie chart will explain that to you. Now, we're not going to concentrate ourselves on the 4% that earn $126,000 per annum for this. We're going to focus ourselves on the people that earn less than $30,000, and which is 55% of the people that are creative freelancers. Now, this $30,000 as it stands is a reasonable amount of money to support your lifestyle. However, we're going to assume that these people took time to build it. As a matter of fact, this bracket falls into the people that have spent 1 to 2 years honing their craft. Now, $30,000 is over 70 million naira and about 1.4 million naira thereabout every month. All right. That is a reasonable amount of money considering the standard of living in most countries, all right? But let's imagine that these people have tried and tried and tried and have built their portfolio. For you to work consistently at a project for 1 to 2 years, you need to have spent some time on it. So let's imagine that you are earning just 10% of this amount of money. I mean, a project that is 100% and you get 10%. I mean, you have to be better than that. So you're earning just 10% of these 30,000 US dollars, and that is 3,000 US dollars. 3,000 US dollars is 1.7 million naira and boils down to around 142,000 naira every month. What is your current earning now? Would 142,000 naira be a bad addition to whatever it is that you're earning now? So creative writing business could be for you. Number 2, Amazon Kindle publishing. Now, traditionally, when you want to publish a book, you go to a publisher, and if you can gain audience, you give the publisher your draft book. They go through it and find it worthy and review it, correct it, tell you what the market wants, and try to align you towards it, and then charge you a lump sum of money to build, print, say 100,000 copies, and start distributing and start marketing. It's a tedious work. However, what Amazon has done is called self-publishing. I published a book on Amazon in 2012, and the book has been bringing in trickles of revenue as you go along. As the name suggests, the platform that handles this is Amazon Kindle. All you need to do is just go register and submit your script. They put it in their system and put it on their platform for sale. Whoever wants to buy this book, either digital format to be read on Kindle tablet or hard copy, paperback, they print as little as one and send to the person and share the revenue with you. Now, you can actually achieve this like I did, spending no amount of money. Apart from what you spend in bringing up the book, you don't want to submit a book that is not readable. So when I published my book, I actually spent money, sent it to a company that read it through, corrected any grammatical error, arranged the sentence structure, and made sure that it looks good. I actually submitted it to a third-party review company that reviewed the book in order to satisfy myself that, look, this is not a trashy book by an amateur. Some people have already published book and made money from it. From their first book, ADVERTS is one of them. He now has several books under his belt, but he started with one in self-publishing. Now, Amazon hasn't been too clear on the actual revenues that publishers get on their platform. They were vague. They said thousands of people now receive over 50,000 US dollars per annum from the book they published, and over 1,000 people now receive 6 figures from the revenue of books that they publish. However, the way I always think things through is that, can I do 10% of what others are doing? It's not a hard target to set for yourself. So 10% of 50,000 US dollars is 5,000 US dollars. If broken down into months, will it be a reasonable addition to whatever income that you are earning, provided you work assiduously on it for at least 2 years? Because you've watched up to this point, I'll give you a tip on how to make it work if you are trying to go into self-publishing. Consider this as an investment. Take some time to write the book. It mustn't be a complicated book. Children's book are selling, and children's book are just simple sentence structured books. Pick a topic you are conversant with, make it fun, and make it pictorial. You now have a children's book. It mustn't be a complicated book. Somebody came out with 1 minute book. Somebody came out with 5 minutes book. Start from what you are good at. Start from small items. A lot of things actually sell, because as long as there is market for it, you can sell it. When you're done writing, have the book or the script reviewed. There's no point in writing and unimpressing the people that are going to eventually read it. Upload it with Amazon. Your work is done with Amazon. Now, this second part is very important. Don't go sit down and say, okay, you have uploaded your books. A lot of people upload books on Amazon daily. So how do you stand out from all these people? This is where your little investment comes in place. You have to have a budget for marketing. Visibility is very good for your business, especially the first year. By the time people know you, like LJ Ross, they will be looking out for your books. They will be asking you, when are you going to publish? But for you to kickstart, you need that visibility. So instead of paying a publisher a huge sum of money, get that small percentage of money to invest in the business. For the first year, do periodic promotion. It can be Facebook adverts, YouTube adverts, Twitter adverts. It can be Google adverts that they do generally. And look for where your market should be based on what you wrote on and advertise there. You are going to recover that money in several folds. So make sure you try this and see how it goes after 1 or 2 years. Number 3 is blogging. Blogging business is real. Like I told you, you need time to build your portfolio. You need to be passionately consistent. All right? No good business comes easy. A lot of bloggers feel demoralized after they write, and it seems like they are John the Baptist screaming in the wilderness and nobody's hearing you or listening to you. You need to work on your skills and you need to promote yourself. Now, the promotion I'm talking about mustn't involve money. You can't develop a social media account and be posting whatever it is you post there. As you gain followership, organic followership, people will get to see you. And by the time you build your portfolio to a certain extent, people will start coming to you to advertise. Watch the end of this video. I'm going to give you a tip in order to make you stand out in any of these businesses that you choose. One of the most popular bloggers that we have in this country, Nigeria, is Linda Ikeji. As far back as 2014, I contacted Linda Ikeji and asked her for her advert rate. And look at what she was charging for adverts on her blog post in 2014. Header, 850,000 naira, and it stays there for a month. Sidebars, 400,000 naira and 300,000 naira. Now, blog post, that is when she blogs about your product, talks about your product, is 50,000 naira. The background takeover is 350,000 naira every week and 1.2 million naira a month. This was the rate in 2014. The reason why I brought her up is she is the one who passionately followed her dream. She has tried several things. She has told her stories on how she modeled and it didn't work, and finally she devoted her time in writing and posting gossip. Any news that is happening, you just get the news and write your own and post with pictures, and that's all she did, and that's how she was charging this. And you all know how wealthy she is now. So you can actually be as successful as she is if you dedicate yourself and apply yourself to blog writing business. The fourth, which is actually the last and by no means the least, in fact, it's one of the easiest you can apply yourself to, is social media management service. That's a good name, right? However, it just entails you managing a social media account. It could be on several platforms. It could be on one platform. All you need to do is to post things that will engage people to follow you. And when they do follow you, you will now charge people for visibility should you post their product. It works. All these people that have several thousand followers post something that is very simple, that if you post it, nobody will engage on your platform. Not because it's not interesting, but because you do not have enough visibility for people to engage in it. But when they do post it, it gets a lot of engagement. Now, the good thing about it is that there are templates for you to follow. I know people that recycle posts because it gets engagement every single time. It's a controversial topic. So whenever they post about it, it gets you engagement. The good thing about this as a business is that you can actually craft your own type of engagement, your own type of creative writing. Now, what do I mean by that? I know two people on Twitter. One started off with posting the burning topics that happened on Twitter daily. Controversial issues, arguments on Twitter, he'll go and screenshot it and write his own piece explaining what happened. He does it in a very humorous way. And before you know what was happening, bam, he has a lot of engagement and followers. The second person actually does the same thing, but focused on salvage responses. Like when people post something and the responses they get in the comments, you go and look for crazy ones and then merge them together in a screenshot and post. Bam! And that's how he got a lot of his engagement. Now, these people, whenever they post these days, in the middle of the trade, you are going to see an advertisement. Somebody has already paid them so that they can promote their business. It is actually attainable. It is actually doable. All you need to do is to apply yourself to it. Give yourself a little bit of time and you will accomplish it. Now, that's it for today. I promised you that if you watch to the end of this video, I'm going to give you a little tip that when you apply it in any of these businesses, it's going to get you more revenue. The first and the most important of them is to be original. People recognize originality. Do not do exactly what others are doing. Take your time out to review and understand what others are doing. Even if it is the same field, almost every idea has been attempted. But take that idea that you really love, find out who does it the best, review what the person has been doing, and then apply your touch to it. Make it your own. Remove the things that you feel that will be hard for you to achieve and do the ones that you think will be easy for you to achieve. That way, if you are doing number 2, which is be consistent, it will work well. Originality and consistency is what you need to apply on any of this business for you to prosper. My name is Pascal Okora. This is Top 10 Businesses, and we're out for today.